Hello, everyone. Please be seated. Family, friends, and graduates, I would like to welcome you all to the Collaborative College for Technology and Leadership graduation ceremony with a toast. Guancha is an Irish word that has echoed throughout the halls of my childhood, in restaurants and pubs, at weddings and funerals. It represents a toast for the good health of the family beside you and the promise to meet again. As I look at the crowd, I see our CCTL family, who have uplifted every student through community and empathy. Despite the soaring heights that CCTL encourages its students to reach, this school does not pride itself on conventional success. Instead, CCTL builds a community grounded in the welfare of its students. At its core, that commitment comes down to one simple question my dear friend always asks. Are you healthy? Are you happy? And are you safe? I know the CCTL faculty and staff want everyone to achieve these goals. The family and the crowd today comprises students who are exceptionally prepared to handle life's challenges. We are prepared to serve as leaders, innovate new solutions, and take on what used to scare us with confidence, whether that occurs in the workforce, higher academia, or through service to our community. Graduates, as you accomplish whatever you set your minds to from this point forward, your priority should be the pursuit of safety, health, and happiness. The people you will help by securing these pillars are out there, waiting for the changes you will bring. Here, we are dragons. However, dragons in myth are solitary in their pursuit of gold. At CCTL, community is the most important treasure we seek. What we collect are brief moments with the people we care about that, once assembled, make up the short interlude we call life. When we meet again, I want to hear about what's truly important, the moments that gave the word slancha its meaning. I raise a toast to all of us, to those who are walking today, to the family that brought us here, and to the loved ones we miss. It is for the future, and the hope that in the time between the moments we see each other is filled with health, happiness, and safety. To the graduating class of 2026, slancha. May we be blessed with health, and may we always have one more opportunity to say it to one another. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Eli Bianchi.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to start this off by asking you a simple question. What is a legacy? 10 years ago, Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote a musical about the founding father, Alexander Hamilton. A musical he thought would get no attention, but turned into a cultural phenomenon. A line that stuck with me the most is the question, what is a legacy? According to the Oxford Dictionary, legacy is the long-lasting impact of particular events, actions, or of a person's life. An intangible item that cannot be bought or taken. The question, what is a legacy, is complicated and ever-evolving with no definitive answer. I never asked myself this question until this year. You see, it was my last season to wrestle in high school. My wrestling coach asked me what my goals were, what I wanted out of my last hurrah. I knew without a doubt I wanted to leave a mark at Statesville High School as the first female wrestling captain and the first female athlete to place at the state level. My coach's question sparked a fire in my heart. What more do I want to accomplish in my life? What will my legacy be? What I do know is that legacies are not built overnight, and according to Aaron Burr, you have to wait for it. In Hamilton, a legacy is planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. Our CCTL family planted the seeds of what would become our gardens. In my freshman year, I'd never imagined speaking at graduation. I was always too scared to even give a class presentation, too scared to talk to a small group of 20 people and a teacher. But I'm here today in front of all of you, with confidence in myself and in you too. It is up to us to nourish and water the seeds that were planted in each of us. because those seeds, our growth, our choices, and the way we impact others is what becomes our legacy. This brings me back to, what is a legacy? I believe a legacy is what is left behind after we are gone. To avoid breaking into the full musical, I will ask you, what is your legacy going to be? What are you going to leave behind for others to cultivate and grow? Eliza Hamilton asks, when my time is up, have I done enough? I commend CCTL's class of 2026, and remember, you cannot control who tells your story, but you can control who you choose to be each day. Thank you. I'm proud to introduce our next speaker, Harsh Patel.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start with gratitude. To our teachers, family, and CCTL community, thank you. Not just for teaching us, but for believing in us, especially in moments where we didn't fully believe in ourselves. Because of that belief, we're able to see the potential in ourselves that might have been overlooked. When many of us first came to CCTL, we didn't walk in as the people we are today. Some of us were unsure, some of us were quiet, and some of us were still trying to adjust to this new environment. And that's what makes this place so special. CCTL isn't just a school. It's a place where meaningful change happens. It happens in the small moments we don't always realize at first. Maybe it was the first presentation that didn't go as planned, or the first time stepping into something unfamiliar. It can even be as simple as being told to dress professionally and not knowing what it meant at the time. But over time, those moments start to shape us. We begin to speak more confidently, we start connecting with people we might not have talked to before, and we took on responsibilities that we didn't think we were ready for. And without realizing, we grew together. Not all at once, but gradually and consistently. It's not like this was done alone. We did it with the people around us. Friends who became family, teachers who challenged us, and a community that pushed us to become more than we could have ever imagined. That's what we take with us. Not just what we learned, but who we became because of it. So as we move forward, the question isn't what's next. The better question is, what are we willing to do to become who we want to become? Because the truth is, growth doesn't come from staying comfortable. I would be lying if I said this school was the most comfortable choice after middle school. We chose the risk of attending CCTL. We took the chance, even though most of us were uncertain and many felt unprepared. We'll need more of that courage that brought us to this moment as we accept the responsibility for who we have become. We aren't who we are today without the support, challenges, and belief of our CCTL community, the staff, our families, and each other. So as we leave CCTL, we live with more than an education. We carry confidence, we carry resilience, and we carry the understanding that we're capable of more than we once thought. And now it's our responsibility to carry this forward. Thank you, and please help me congratulate the CCTL graduating class of 2026. Please welcome our next speaker, Dakota Wilson.
What's crack-a-lackin', students, parents, and staff? I hope everyone has had a wonderful time so far today, coming together to support and celebrate this year's graduating class. I am truly honored to speak today about how we move forward from our caring and collaborative community as unique individuals in a very different reality beyond CCTL. Before all of that, though, I'd like to extend my gratitude to CCTL's faculty and staff for their utmost dedication to educating, mentoring, and supporting our student body. I know from the scraps of conversation that I pick up that they work themselves to the bone, day after day, to provide us with opportunities many of us might never have explored on our own. Your hard work and guidance have made an immeasurable difference in our lives, and for that, we thank you. I'd also like to congratulate this year's graduating class. The world is filled with challenges, disease, famine, global warming, and facial acne. But even through all that, we made it here today. So I want to give a big round of applause to everyone, including myself, for being here. Collaboration, that word, the first C in our school's name, has stuck with me time and time again. Here, we've built a community, a network of alumni stronger than, I believe, any other. I challenge anyone to look to the left or right and say they do not see a familiar, if not friendly face. Throughout the years, we've been there for each other, helping each other through problem sets, funny bets, and those times when life threw unexpected ups and downs our way. We laughed, we stressed, we struggled, but we were always there for one another. Today is not the end of that connection. Even as the future looms closer, we will still be there for one another. We will take our journeys, cover our distances, and walk different paths in life, but we will always share this bond. We will recoup, recollect, and remain lasting supports to one another. And maybe one day you'll even see me at the grocery store. Maybe we'll both reach for the same box of cereal, brush hands, and both feel awkward about it. Something I'll never forget was my first day on campus. It was freshman orientation, and we were doing bonding exercises in the auditorium. I remember zoning out, only to hear Miss Williams say, "Okay, everybody, look to the person on your left. Put your hands on their shoulders and give them a good massage." After that harrowing experience, I remember thinking to myself, these people are a bunch of weirdos. And now, 4 years later, I can confidently say I was correct, but in the best way possible. CCTL has always been a place of immense variety in character, in form, and in academics. I've seen all kinds of people and passions express themselves in the halls of this school, whether it be through art, music, STEM, or countless other ways. And every single thing has had its own unique ring to it. What I'm trying to say is that CCTL is unique and perhaps imperfect, but that's okay. I subscribe to the idea that an imperfect world is perfect, and we need more imperfect, weird people because they're the ones who have the guts to question the world, express their ideas boldly, and innovate in ways that shape a more meaningful and more interesting future. So go out and be weird for all to see, because your differences will influence the changes you make in your community and this world. Whether as an individual or a team member, being imperfect makes you, in all your brilliance, memorable and unique. Thank you, everybody. I would also now like to introduce our principal, Miss Hutchins.
As the principal of CCTL, it is my privilege to also welcome each of you here today as we honor the class of 2026. We are grateful that you chose CCTL and that you have shared your student with us for the past 4 or 5 school years. Thank you, all family members, friends, community members, high school and college faculty and staff, and all other loved ones who are here with us today to celebrate on this very special occasion. Class of 2026, I hope you will heed the words of your speakers. Ava encourages you to measure success through health, happiness, and human connection. Emily challenges us to consider how our growth, choices, and impact on others will shape the legacy that we leave behind. Harsh reminds us that growth begins when others believe in us and continues when we choose courage over comfort. Dakota emphasizes that our differences and our imperfections are what make us memorable, meaningful, and capable of changing the world. Thank you, speakers, for your inspiring words. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished stage guests who are here to help us honor our graduation candidates. Please stand as I call your name. Dr. Tim Brewer, President of Mitchell Community College. Dr. Jeff James, Superintendent of Iredell Statesville Schools. Dr. J.J. McCahern, Vice President for Student Services for Mitchell Community College. Dr. Kent Schaffner, Dean of Educational Partnerships and Academic Success for Mitchell College. Dr. Doug Knight, Chairman of the Board of Education for Iredell Statesville Schools. Members of the Mitchell College Board of Trustees, if you will please stand also to be recognized. I would also like to recognize the CCTL faculty and staff for your dedication to nurturing and educating these impressive young adults. Please stand for recognition. I would like to say a public thank you to the many faculty and staff of Mitchell Community College who have helped to make this collaborative program such a success. At this time, I would like to describe just how impressive the graduating class of 2026 is. Graduating from an early college high school requires a tremendous amount of work and commitment. Before you today are 48 graduates. 100% of them have completed their high school diploma requirements. 96% of them have completed their associate degree requirements or will by the end of the summer semester. 91% of them have earned their digital media certificate from Mitchell Community College. 37% of them have completed their high school and associate degree requirements in less than 5 years. As a whole class together, they have earned approximately 2,900 hours of college semester hours, when a typical traditional high school student may have earned on average between 0 and 12 hours per individual. This is very remarkable how they have chosen to spend their time. Each student who has completed their associate degree will have saved their family or him or herself approximately $30,000 in loans or costs at a university. I know parents are cheering right now. This small class has received almost $2 million in financial aid, grants, and scholarships, and they have spent countless hours fulfilling community service requirements, participating in clubs, and completing multiple projects. They have earned many high school and college academic awards. Their plans after leaving CCTL include 73% of them plan to attend a university, 4% plan to continue their education at other institutes of higher education. We have 17% planning to enter the workforce, and we have 6% planning to join the military, and one of those is entering the U.S. Air Force Academy. To the class of 2026, while attending CCTL and Mitchell College, you have developed many skills that will take you far in life. Don't be afraid to continue to challenge yourself and strive to make a positive difference in this world. Let's begin our recognition and celebration. Another thank you, family members, friends, students and staff, loved ones, for coming together to attend this special moment. Prior to recognizing individuals, I would like to recognize groups of students for their achievements. If you are wearing a gold cord, please stand. This is signifying a GPA of 4.5 or higher. Thank you. If you are wearing a silver cord, please stand. This is signifying a GPA of a 4 to a 4.49. Thank you. If you are wearing a white cord, please stand. This is signifying a GPA of 3.7 to 3.99. If you are wearing a burgundy cord, if you will please stand. Your burgundy cord is signifying a significant contribution to a CCTL club, so thank you for that. If you're wearing a black, red, and white cord, if you will please stand. This is signifying Crosby Scholars completion. Thank you. If you're wearing a green cord, if you will please stand. This is signifying that they have applied to colleges and filled out their FAFSA application, for which parents are grateful again. Thank you. If you're wearing a burgundy and gold cord, if you will please stand. They have completed their AIG requirements. Thank you. And if you're wearing a purple and silver cord, if you will please stand. This is signifying that they are members of the National Technical Honor Society. Thank you. At this time, graduation candidates, if you will please rise and present yourselves for graduation.
Artem Adelin. Linus Scott Bellinger, Jr. Madison Hope Bennett. Emily May Bianchi. Joseph Daniel Campbell. Henry Urbina Chavez. Camden Cash Clendenin. William Daniel Collins. Abby Grace Freeland. Joseph Anthony Galena. John Mark Gamble. Isabella Judith Garcia. Alec Geraltz. Antoine Omar Gomez Montano. Daisy Gonzalez Marquez. Devonte Deshawn Graves. Kaylee May Greenwald. Cameron Jamel Hadley. Brookston Carter Hall. Brenna Jane Hayes. Tavia Cheyenne Henry. Ava Marie Howrahan. Grace Ann Howderhan. Zurinelli Ebony Johnson Espinoza. Raylan Michelle Jones. Kieran Christopher Llewellyn. Jaden Ty Magallanes. Emma Grace McMullen. Lauren Elizabeth Nichols. Waliat Aisha Orilonishe. Zach Robert Osborne. Harsh Brajesh Patel. Vincent Ray Peace Uribe. Casimir Richard Peters. Christopher Ramirez Hernandez. Lillian Josephine Ricky. Solomon Guadalupe Salazar Aguilar. Gavin Ryan Schultz. Rin Schaffner. Pleiades Sidden. Connor Michael Siebert. John Greer Steichleather IV. Melody Elizabeth Taubman. Jordan Ty Tran. Caitlin Grace Trimberger. Zachary Payne Vinson. Holston Gentry Ware. Dakota James Wilson.
At the conclusion of our graduation ceremony and after the graduates recess, students may proceed to buses and cars. Graduate loved ones, if you will please wait here after the recessional for your graduates to return, and you all can enjoy some cake and punch and some last moments together. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. Candidates for graduation, please rise. By the authority vested in me from the state of North Carolina and Iredell Statesville Schools Board of Education, I now declare you graduates of CCTL. Please move your tassel. It is my honor to present to you the graduated class of 2026.